Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Justin Fields franchise going up against the Cardinals. I'm actually going to turn on automatic scouting for this portion. After this, so let's scout first. Big settings. Scout college players, here we go. Okay. Simulate the training. Play full game. We need another DT. Put Angelo Blackson at defensive tackle. All right. Let's go, baby.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Fields.
It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
All right, Newsom.
We've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals. And he's up across
Pretty
the
good
25,
return there.
down at the 28, and the Chicago Bears. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
11-5.
Leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was.
I start with Cohen.
Because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Yo, blitz coming right side.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up
Oh,
taking
wow.
attention to the blitzers, freed up the D line.
That was a bad decision. I should have went to Cohen underneath.
Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun,
And that's knocked down.
is incomplete. So the defense
That's a 3 and out for this Bears
One
offense.
of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
pushing through the contact. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cards will take.
All right, against Kyler Murray.
The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray.
12-5. All right, comparable to Fields.
Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game.
That's out of bounds.
To a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Was that against Mac? Yeah, Mac did hit Kyler Murray pretty hard there.
It's not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On the draw, Connor.
There's Roquan with a good solid tackle.
47-yard line.
You got to worry about Connor.
For 2, here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's Hopkins, though.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and
He's going to shred us if we let him.
that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback
Oh, wow. Roquan Smith. That hit on Kirk.
In on the stop, the
Christian
forward
Kirk able to hold on to the football, though.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Down he
Pretty
goes
good.
at the 23, a pickup of
Tracking there. Sanborn, pretty good open field tackle. That's on Kyler Murray, too.
We're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The tight end, even though it's not highly rated, and overall, he is fast.
Third and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw
The
it.
pitch out and nowhere to go.
And he's
There's
made
a
to
sea
get
of
this back
Bears
to
uniforms out there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Not much we can do there.
Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle.
Quick one to Alshon Jeffrey.
It's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
And
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went
Good
3
first down there by Cohen.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries.
All right, Cohen might have some speed to the outside.
They've won 2 straight games. They've
Get
done
there.
it with the
Nope.
running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this
That's some
context,
good
I don't think
defense there.
anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand.
Thought we might be able to work upfield with that pass.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that.
We got one-on-one
Defensive
coverage with
perspective.
Allen Robinson.
That's why I
Slot
tell
corner.
You guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily,
Thrown across his body and it's intercepted.
We just missed that.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the possession.
We threw that into coverage.
43-yard line.
Trying to make a play. Not a bad decision, not a good decision. Just trying to make a play there.
Their own 43.
And that sometimes is how it goes.
Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Not much there, only a yard.
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his
There's
legs.
Roquan.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
26-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Murray.
Oh, come on, Roquan.
Had his hands on it, but
There was
couldn't catch
hands.
it. But it's now fourth down.
It's a weak throw, too, because he was hit.
Give up an opening drive.
Trying to run with the football before you catch it.
About them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10.
I like that RPO like that.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Now a man open down the
And now Robinson's got a big catch going down the sideline. One man to beat. He's not going to do it, but Butler able to push him out of bounds at the 10. That's a big one against a blitz. One-on-one coverage there.
Like the win, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it with Tariq.
That's Tariq Cohen.
Fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point.
Balls with the hold, and that is good.
And good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
That's thrown out of bounds.
Shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 11 back on that one.
All right, 2nd and 2.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun.
Come on, stop him.
Sell the go. Just
Nichols, Hicks,
And he will not
Samba.
get there as they stop him
Let's
short
go.
right around the 34-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
2-yard run.
you got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to rule.
Can we get Allen Robinson here?
Around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done, but they've got to try.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way, and they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13.
Trying to throw that short
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 2.
to, I think it was Cohen there that had the quick stop.
Knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much.
Quick stop and turn.
He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
What a jump in the end zone. Kirk.
Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the the Cardinals have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up.
Lucky that was thrown behind.
Empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but it'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Touch pass out to Allen Robinson. Good first down there.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down.
A little razzle-dazzle in the backfield with Mooney.
Catch good for 8 yards. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got it.
Good move
And he takes
to get the
it
edge.
to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Into space, Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown.
Bears. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower.
That's a secret signing right there with Alshon Jeffrey, bringing him back to Chicago.
Quick game part of the play.
Seeing if we can get him another Super Bowl.
Ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a
Nice
stalemate.
player by,
Here, you're trying to figure out
was
if
it
you can
Nichols?
slow
Yep.
someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh, lucky that wasn't picked.
Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So touchdown.
Buffon got his hands on it, just couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, it looks looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Getting a 3 there.
3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up.
We're gonna dump it off. Komet has the 1st down there.
Komet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A little live formation before the 2-minute warning.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
The 1st down by Williams.
Down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Alshon can't make a play on the ball, but at least he knocks it away.
Sean Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds.
Let's come out with a dislocated shoulder. He's out for at least
4 yards
4
gain,
weeks.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they're staring at a
Hit as he's.
as Arizona's
Oh.
defense does its
Yeah,
job.
his he's throwing it.
Snap, he certainly looked like he
Come on.
really wanted to go with the ball.
I mean, there can't be a better pass there that is
His attention elsewhere to no
knocked loose in the throwing motion.
He's on to punt as he gets this one away. Did they keep
Let's
it?
go on the 1.
Kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard
Even though realistically, since he was still in the end zone, it would be down
Maybe not even an extra yard. The starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of
at the
punters are
20
also
there,
golfers. They
according to
have
the
distance
rules,
control.
but
You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats.
who needs realistic sim football, guys?
This only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the run is Connor. And he was able to shed
So
one
Hicks
tackle, but
stops
could
him
not get
there.
away from there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route.
They could do there.
Near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 22 there on the 30.
Could have been actual zone.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Murray.
And that's dropped by Kirk.
Complete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Going deep, and that should have been picked.
Was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety.
You're kidding me, Eddie Jackson.
Brings up 3rd down. Now Murray again. And this time he's got
And he's taken down.
complete.
We get the ball back.
Come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21.
Just go out of bounds there.
Gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting...
Go out of bounds there.
with each and
With the
every
first down.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. first down.
They get Darnell Mooney deep. Depends what that safety does.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
We have the wind, and that's just inside. Let's go.
Just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee,
Yep.
and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazy.
Well, why don't we hold off on
All
the
right.
halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Set to resume.
We kind of imagine this game.
Second half, the Bears
We need
will
Fields to
be
do in this
ready
game,
to
pretty
receive
much.
the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they got his man.
It's underthrown, but
And they'll get this well past midfield.
that's Hopkins out there making jump ball plays.
35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And the slot, Trufant is mixing it up in there.
This drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well.
And that's Hopkins again making a play.
Crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On first and 10,
It's Khalil Mack in the backfield.
doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Come on, Ben, but don't break.
Operating from the gun, Murray.
That's just thrown away.
Down, solid coverage by the Bears D.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position.
It's up to 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to
Biggest thing is this year, Fields is protecting the football fairly well.
that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6
This defense.
on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead it
Praise Fields, and
How about some applause for the
I just completely messed that throw up as a user, the player.
Well done.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass...
There is Roquan.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football.
What a hit! Roquan Smith. That one this time's on Nelson. Kirk got destroyed last quarter. I think it was in the second quarter in that big hit.
From the gun, Murray.
That's a good box out catch by Wilson.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that
Back to his zone here.
Operating from the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And this is incomplete.
Incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray to air it out again.
That's going deep, and that's knocked away by Jalen Johnson. Let's go.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set...
Oh, I missed it.
And a nice sigh of relief
I
defensively.
came a bit too far on the outside. Actually, if I think I would have dived sooner, I would have actually blocked it.
3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your
Throw it in some space so Allen Robinson can make a play.
Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
We just threw that one up.
On the football there, and it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll work it across.
Good run up the middle.
Inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem.
All right, can we keep it going? Alshon Jeffrey, maybe.
Running backs in NFL history. Emmitt Smith, Barry
I think this is a blitz.
5'10".
Oh, they're gonna back off, but it's going to be a zone blitz, and well, maybe we should have shifted the offensive line, but I thought they were coming in more force than not.
In the face of a pass rush like that, they were on him instantly. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete.
And that is going to be out to Mooney. I kind of missed Cohen when I was going through my progressions, and luckily Mooney was open.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the crossing route, complete.
There's Alshon, with or that's actually Allen Robinson. I was looking for Mooney in the middle. Alshon had a good route as well.
That show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of
Really?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney.
In that defensive position, we're just gonna hike and we're just gonna snap it and quick throw.
Taking the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point.
All right, back to a 4-point lead.
For the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
We gotta hold it though.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The football going back over to Arizona now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Murray and the Cardinals with a...
We'll say with this defense, we can play a lot of man if we need to, a lot of the zone when we need to.
And he'll drop here to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the
Oh, wow.
gun, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one
Bring a little
officially
heat.
a loss?
No, let's go to a man coverage.
3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Fine, got beat off the line.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray's throw on target.
What a good throw.
Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before
Just
getting
some space.
inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Murray now on first down.
That's just going to be thrown away.
His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
Nowhere to go with that football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing again, Murray.
And that's going to be a sack. Nichols. Let's go, baby. The 7th sack of the season. Now we'll push them out of field goal range.
Have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and
Pedal to the middle, baby.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he backs
Some contact out there, but they're not going to call it.
complete.
I remember a coach telling me
A little questionable contact on that, but
corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them.
what a one-handed snag there by Allen Robinson.
Midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't.
The crowd is angry they didn't run the ball there. That is a valid question.
3rd down and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Murray now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain
Bend
of
but
7.
don't break. Them not having the field goal last position
Looking to throw again on
100% hurt them.
Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
That's true fine zone, too.
The 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
And that's knocked away.
Nowhere to fit that football.
There's Jalen there.
Knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was
Should be a little man in motion. I've never seen this formation. Man in motion to the tight end right side.
throwing again. Murray.
A little contact out there, mutual contact. They're not going to call it.
Shook his head right when he released that throw.
And here we are back in this formation.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And able to find
This time he will complete it. It will be a first down, though.
First down as they're able to get
Same play.
conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Should have been picked.
Can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
Should have been picked.
Murray to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Glenn on the offensive line is banged up there.
Timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender,
Not today.
coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
We got a man coverage package out.
He'll look to throw.
And that's Hopkins.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there it is. Into Nichols.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
They're going for the win. And Hopkins comes down with it. No.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins doing DeAndre Hopkins stuff.
People are watching this one right here who gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays.
That
and the
hurts.
cap it with a touchdown.
That hurts so much.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Hopkins breaking our hearts.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Bears down 27-24, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Oh, doesn't matter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll indeed take a knee.
That hurts.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that,
Just
but this
wow.
is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Cards, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago,
I don't know what to say with this. This hurts.
So far. And they'll get a chance to
We should have had a
repeat
safety
next
deep,
week
though.
at home against San Francisco.
We should have had a safety
Charles
deep there.
Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Touchdowns by Connor and Cohen. Fumbles by Fields. Hopkins, buck 55. 169 for Allen Robinson. Touchdowns by Mooney, Jeffrey, Kirk, Hopkins, I mean. Sacks by Nichols and Collins with 2, and 1 by Chandler Jones. Interceptions by Wilson and Isaiah Simmons. Just speechless by that. We need to play better on defense, and it shows. We probably need to figure out what we're doing. And at this point, okay. Sure was going to be the strong safety. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make the change. Just we got to have a safety deep there. That it comes down to that. We have to have a safety deep. We have to play better defense. It's good man coverage, but you just have to. So 49ers, Trey Lance will be the one starting. Mozart, Jeff Wilson, Trey Sermon, Kyle Juszczyk, Debo Samuel, Brendan Ayuk, Richie James, Hodge, George Kittle, Cameron McDonald, rookie, Trent Williams, Lincoln Tomlinson, Alex Mack, Jalen Moore, Mike McGlinchey, Eric Armstead, D. Ford, Nick Bosa, Arden Key, Javon Kinlaw, Maurice Hurst is there, Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Shane Lee, the rookie. I mean, this is a 3-4, is it not? Yeah, this is a 3-4, so we'll see him. Richard Sherman comes back. Ambry Thomas. Darius Phillips, Raziel Douglas, Jimmy Ward, Jakirsky Tart, Robbie Gold, Mitch Wisniewski. And that will be that. All right, so I think, don't we have an injury? Okay, so he's not out long term. Although we could have used Komet in that game to really get that going, but hey, it happens. All right, next game, Trey Lance against Justin Fields. We'll see the first matchup with them. This is going to be a big one there, 5-2. We are 4-3. Vikings did lose, so at least there's that. If we win this and they lose, we go in tied, and then we actually play them week 10. So thank you all for joining me. Go ahead and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.